February 19th, 1994. Riverside, California. A quiet night at the Riverside General Hospital emergency room. Everything is standard, until the doors burst open. Paramedics rush in with a 31-year-old woman named Gloria Ramirez. She is in grave condition, suffering from late-stage cervical cancer. She is confused. She is struggling to breathe. The medical team springs into action. They are ready to save a life. They have no idea that in just a few minutes they will be fighting for their own. They prepare to draw blood, a routine procedure. But the second the needle enters her vein, something impossible happens. A toxic, invisible vapor fills the room. One by one, the doctors and nurses don't just feel sick. They collapse. They fall to the floor in convulsions. The emergency room has just become a war zone, and the patient on the table is the source. What the staff witnessed that night defies logic. As they worked on Gloria, they noticed strange, alarming anomalies. Her skin was covered in a bizarre, oily sheen. From her mouth, a faint, fruity, garlic-like odor drifted through the air. When the nurse drew Gloria's blood, she gasped. The blood didn't look right. It was thick, and floating inside the syringe were tiny, manila-colored particles. They were suspended there like crystals in a jar. Suddenly, the nurse passes out. Then the doctor, a resident, collapses. It is like a domino effect. Staff members are fainting. Others are experiencing severe shortness of breath and temporary paralysis. The room is overwhelmed by a chemical haze. Is it a gas leak? An environmental hazard? The medical team is terrified. They are witnessing something that shouldn't exist. A dying woman who has effectively become a biological weapon. Chaos erupts. The ER is no longer a place of healing. It is a danger zone. The hospital administration makes a desperate call. Evacuate. Everyone must get out. Patients are moved into the parking lot. The emergency room is sealed. Only a skeleton crew of brave staff stays behind, wrapped in heavy protective gear, trying to stabilize Gloria. But she is fading fast. Outside, the scene is surreal. Ambulances lined up. Hazmat teams arrive in full protective suits, moving with clinical precision to investigate the contaminated room. They search for a source, a leak, anything, but they find nothing. The staff who fell ill are rushed to other hospitals. They are shivering, shaking, struggling to breathe. Some are paralyzed on the floor. It is a medical mystery on a scale that Riverside had never seen. What was inside Gloria Ramirez? And how could it jump from her body to theirs in an instant? The aftermath was filled with anger and confusion. The public demanded answers. The authorities were desperate to minimize the panic, so they did something that insulted the very people who were poisoned. They released a report claiming the staff suffered from mass hysteria, a shared psychological breakdown. They told the doctors and nurses that they imagined the fumes. They told them it was all in their heads. But the medical team knew what they experienced. They knew the smell, they knew the fainting. And soon, a much more fascinating scientific theory emerged. Gloria was known to use a substance called DMSO, or dimethyl sulfoxide. It was a controversial, smelly industrial solvent that some people used as a home remedy for pain. Scientists theorized that Gloria had been using DMSO. Inside her body, the DMSO may have combined with the oxygen she was receiving and the high-voltage electrical shocks from the defibrillator used to restart her heart. The theory suggests this created a chemical reaction that converted the DMSO into dimethyl sulfate, a deadly toxic nerve gas, a gas that can burn skin, cause paralysis, and destroy the nervous system on contact. It was a perfect, deadly storm, a chemistry experiment gone wrong, occurring inside the body of a dying woman. The tragic death of Gloria Ramirez remains one of the most unsettling medical mysteries in history. A grieving family was caught in a media storm. A hospital staff was traumatized and then dismissed by official reports. And a medical mystery was left in the shadows. Was this really just a freak, one in a million, chemical reaction? Or did the hospital hide the truth to avoid a massive lawsuit? We may never know for sure. What do you think happened inside that room? Was it a bizarre chemical transformation or something the hospital is still keeping quiet? Let me know your theories down in the comments below. If this medical deep dive kept you on the edge of your seat, please hit that like button and subscribe for more investigative mysteries. Until next time, stay safe and always be curious.